Here's the correct way on how to sell your home without a realtor in 2023. Welcome to another video. I'm Sebastian Roy, a realtor here in Massachusetts, as well as your host of this channel. Today, we're going to go over how to sell your home without a realtor. Now, this video is for those of you who have already weighed the advantages and disadvantages of selling with a realtor and have decided to sell yourself. It's also going to be an overview of the home selling process, and we're not going to get too detailed today because this is the first video of a series I'm creating all about how to sell your home. So be sure to look out for my upcoming videos, including tips on how to sell your home without a realtor and a comparison video of selling your home for sale by owner versus selling with a realtor. And finally, if you're unsure about the current real estate market and you want more insight, feel free to contact me and I'd be glad to share some of that with you. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. Step number 1 is to understand your current financial position. You should take a detailed look at your mortgage balance and factor in any potential selling costs, such as closing and attorney's fees, any necessary repairs, marketing costs, and a buyer's agent commission if you choose to offer it. Understanding your financial position will help you set a realistic budget for your next move. Step number 2 is to determine your initial list price. Setting the right list price from the start is crucial because this is when you have the best shot to make a good impression, and this is also usually when your home gets the most attention. Be sure to factor in home condition when researching comparable home sales in your neighborhood, and do as much research as you feel necessary in order to price your home right so that you can attract buyers without undervaluing your home. This step is where having a realtor is very beneficial because we study the market every day and have the most up-to-date insight on the market shifts. And let me tell you, we're definitely in a shifting market right now here in Massachusetts. Step number 3 is to prepare your home for sale. This is when you clean and declutter your home, stage your home if you choose, and have photos taken, whether you hire a professional photographer or you take them yourself. Step number 4 is to list your home. This is when you will decide on how to conduct your showings or open houses and any additional marketing strategies. I highly recommend posting your home on various online platforms and leverage social media for maximum exposure. Technology makes this so easy to do nowadays, and the best part is it's totally free. One thing I will mention here because it's very important is to decide on what safety precautions you will put in place in order to protect your home against potential thieves. Step 5 is to negotiate offers. This is when the home selling process gets exciting and also can be mentally draining as well. If you've marketed the home properly, offers should start rolling in. Now it's time to flex your negotiation skills. Review each offer carefully for terms such as price, type of payment, closing date, down payment, contingencies, and any potential repairs, and choose the one that best suits your needs. Step number 6 is to accept an offer. Once you've decided on the right offer, it's time to sign the purchase agreement. Now, depending on your state, this process may vary slightly. Here in Massachusetts, an offer to purchase comes before the finalized purchase and sale agreement. Either way, you will sign a legally binding document that outlines the terms of the sale, like the price, timeline, and any contingencies. And just like the offer review step, be sure to carefully review each clause and have a thorough understanding of the contract that you're signing. Step number 7 is to open escrow. Now that you have the purchase agreement in place, it's time to open escrow. The buyer will likely deposit some amount of earnest money into an escrow account. Doing this ensures both parties are committed to the transaction, and it also provides a secure and organized process leading up to closing. Step number 8 is the home inspection. It's strongly advised that either the buyer or the seller conduct a home inspection to identify any potential issues. Many times, the buyer will order the home inspection. However, a seller can still benefit from having an inspection done because it will allow the seller to then address any repairs or potential issues before the buyer, which will likely lead to less negotiations with the buyer and ultimately lead to a quicker and smoother sale. So that's something for you to think about. Okay, step number 9 is address contingencies. Once the inspection results come back, it's likely you will need to address some contingencies. This could involve negotiating repairs, adjusting the purchase price, or navigating other conditions outlined in the contract. Effective communication between you and the buyer is key during this phase in order to move forward towards closing. Step number 10 is to finalize financing. That's a tongue twister. Once any repairs or new negotiations are agreed upon, it's time for the buyer to finalize their financing. If the buyer is paying cash, this step is pretty quick and painless. However, if the buyer is using financing, this step takes longer because an appraisal will be ordered and the lender will need to finalize the buyer's loan commitment paperwork. So do your best to be patient during this phase, but also make sure you and the buyer are meeting any deadlines outlined in the contract. Once the buyer gets their final okay on financing, this is when you can cancel your utilities, change your address, and coordinate your move so that the buyers can get ready to move in. And finally, step 11 is to close the sale. This is the light at the end of the tunnel. Here's where you will sign the final paperwork at your closing meeting and officially transfer ownership to the buyer, and in exchange, you will receive the funds from the sale. Now, you may be drained at this point, but take a moment to celebrate your successful transaction. The process of selling your home is a ton of work, but it is an extremely rewarding milestone to achieve. Alright, so there you have it, a quick overview on how to sell your home without a realtor. I hope this video helps you when selling your home. If you still have questions, shoot me a message and I'll be glad to help you out. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss my upcoming video with tips on how to sell your home without a realtor in 2023. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.